here shortly. All right. We are live. We are live here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Our brothers and sisters, welcome. I tell you what, we're getting more and more excited. Broadcast. Why? Because we're getting closer and closer to 100. Excitement in the air. Don't you feel it, brothers and sisters? Don't you feel the excitement? It's shopping season and Christmas season, but that's not what we're talking about here at Black Wealth Empowerment. We're not talking about that. The excitement of the embarkment of something new, the embarkment of the next level, of the change of the president of America. That's excitement. Excited and be happy. You can be excited and be fearful. You can be excited and be hesitant. So we're in anticipation, brothers and sisters. But the question is, what are you and I going to do? People have to stop being so reactionary. Call it knee-jerk reaction. Empowerment. We want to promote. We want to help all of us, help our community. All right. So welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. My name is Daryl Muhammad. I'm just one of the hosts. BWE. It would be nothing without you, brothers and sisters. See, we as Black people, much better job in exterior, right? Not based on attainment, on accolades and degrees and what the society and the world tells us has value. See the value in each one of have to see the value of the most valuable thing that we have. Time. T-I-M-E. This is Brandon Taylor. We started this broadcast, BWE, more than 2 years ago. In 3 hours. We thought about it. We said, let's just do what we need to do in an hour. Black people, we as members of BWE, people, we understand that time is valuable. And most of our time, most of every second, minute, most of every hour, most of every day, week, month, and years. Brothers and sisters, all right? So we want to thank you for being here, and because you're here, we continue to come. Because you're here, we continue to come. Because you show up, that there's someone that wants to hear our message. See, and understanding our value, brothers and sisters, understand, it means that we understand. Or they say power is in the number. Right? We just use mathematics. We add the spiritual element to it. It's not in the numbers, right? The capacity of those, the capacity one of us have. That capacity goes out and affects the masses, draw some more people in. Never be a mass movement. We as Black people, there's 40 million of us that's benefiting of a few over the years. A few since then. All of us benefit, even the unborn. Brothers and sisters, welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Live, the Hour of Power. This platform is like no other. For one, it's private. It's private. For you to get full access, for you to get full membership, right? So, brothers and sisters, value, right? You have to recognize your value, and we have to recognize the value that we have with each other. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, grab a pen, grab a piece of paper. Don't multitask. This is not one of those activities you should be doing, and it's really still one task, to watch, listen, jot down notes. Watch, listen, jot down notes, and participate exclusive face. All right? So that's what we're doing here. And brothers and sisters, I'm not by myself. Thank God I'm not by myself, because, you know, it's lonely at the top. God said that's not true. Top is just the bottom. It's always better with you as right, as you do things together is very important. So I have with us this evening, sister didn't make it last week. She's moving and shaking, and she's taking these principles, right, and she's using them in her business. Be it, you know, this fair and that fair. Sister Brandy, our membership coordinator, come on and welcome everybody, Sister Brandy, and tell them what you've been doing, sissy. You know what I'm saying? You outgrowing us or something, but you're out there, you're moving and shaking, and we see you, you're baking, you're going live on Facebook Live. Let the people know what's going on with the, and also what's going on with our sisters, so we won't think you're just playing hooky from school.
Yes, sir, Brother Daryl. Well, welcome once again, BWE members. We are excited that you are here. We're glad you're participating. Once again, we are the Black Wealth Empowerment Team. Just because we are the team does not mean that you are not part of it. We need you to add your name, what mosque or study group you go to, what organization if you're not in either, and let us know who you are, where you come from, because we need to know. We need to acknowledge you because we're excited that you are here as well. Once again, my name is Sister Brandy Muhammad. I'm the membership coordinator here at the BWE. We only have an hour. It's like 1 hour of power. So you see, I threw my scarf and look a little crazy. It's all good. With that being said, yes, lots has been happening here with J&Y Bakery, just naturally yummy. We're just going. We don't have time to play. We're just making it happen, making action, as Brother Daryl always says, instead of talking about it, be about it. So with God's help, we are making it happen. Last couple of weeks, consistently. Whew, we made it through that holiday. Lord, I had to write down like how many dinner rolls we actually made. We made over 350 dinner rolls. Like, I can't even remember how many cakes, cobblers, and something else. I can't remember, but whatever it was, we made it through. Each week, with God's help, we were just making things happen on a weekly basis. There's a little suburb or community, it's like a little Jewish area, where we will be presenting very soon, because we have been working with this like small, what do you call it? It's like a natural market. We've been working with them for months, doing like the Wednesday markets, which is a farmer's market. Finally, we got into the library. So, of course, I got to invite all my beautiful Black friends. Like, you have to come to the library in December 15th. J&Y Bakery will be there. So, yeah, just because we're going to be in somebody else's place, don't mean we're not going to represent. And so that's all we're doing. We're just kind of keeping it going. I can't wait until Brother Daryl, because it's the fourth quarter. It's the fourth quarter. I need to know, Brother Daryl, when we're going to start talking about like taxes, how, what do I need to have to get to that accountant? What's the difference between an accountant and a bookkeeper? Yeah, because it's official this year. So let's make it happen, Brother Daryl. I'm excited you're here. The members are excited that you're here. Please don't forget to add your name, the mosque. If you have a website, add that too, your phone number, whatever you need to add to let us know who you are and where you come from. It will be greatly appreciated, because we, as a Black Wealth Empowerment members, as a team, a group of everybody, we all want to work together with each other. So, as you know, Brother Daryl, I don't know if you already said it, we're boycotting the other people. So we need to know you, so we can get all our products and baked goods and all our toiletry and everything else that we need from our people. I just put out about Cyber Monday, who is doing a sale. Even if you're not doing a sale, put your name up, put your website up, so we know you are. So then we can come and support you, because, hey, we're supporting Black folks this time. Let's go. It's your turn. Peace.
All right, thank you, Sister Brandy. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome. For those of you who just joined us, this is Empowerment Live, the hour of power, where we raise your conscious level up. Always more above your head than below your feet. Conscious level, power, and financial power. Now, we have a third host that's usually with us. His brother's traveling, right? He's crisscrossing the country, doing what he does best, doing what he has been called to do, what he has been commissioned to do. Coach Rodney Assad Muhammad, he's traveling. He said he's going to jump on if he can get to his hotel in time, right? Conducting a seminar of all classes, all race, all religion, how to empower themselves. See, brothers and sisters, you know, one of the major problems that exists, people don't have enough power. They don't have enough empowerment at the level that they desire to help at. Problem. That's the big challenge. That's why we have to get out of this mindset of poverty, this mindset of want. Worrying about greed and gluttonous and abundance and decadence. From that, brothers and sisters. We're so far from that in truth. Fake it if that's in your heart. Stand. And if you have the right heart, if we have the right heart, then we'll know that we're far away from even approaching that. Speaking to other people and as a measuring stick, not a comparison, right? From something. Right, brothers and sisters? So welcome. This is Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We're excited to bring this broadcast to you. I said this is broadcast number 97. 97 on our way to 100. Move some major changes over the next several broadcasts, brothers and sisters. So you make sure that you really pay attention. That you have in your mindset a student here at Black Wealth Empowerment. We're only looking for we want this to be the whatever you want to call it, the Black Ivy League. You want this to be the Spelman. You want this to be the Morehouse. You want this to be the Texas Southern University. You want this to be the Prairie View. You want this to be the Grambling. You want this to be the best of the best of the best that we have. What they call Ivy. I want you to be the best there. Always found at the top. The best are always classified as A. Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan told us many, many years ago, if you want to eradicate or erase Black inferiority, replace it with Black excellence. No more average will do. That's why we want to talk about tonight. Fight of Donald Trump. You shouldn't come alone. See, I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, we have less than 60 days before he gets sworn in. Stop procrastinating, brothers and sisters. Game face on. Before you get in the game. Don't wait until he gets in office, right? And put on your game face. Tonight, how can you and I and we prosper Trump? How can we do that? This stream, if brothers and sisters, if you don't share, those of like mind that have like desire, like aspirations, and network with them and really lock in with them, won't prosper in spite of Donald Trump, right? And we might not even survive, meaning we'll lose whatever we have. You can only subtract so much until eventually are close to zero. You can't let that happen, brothers and sisters. There's betting that will happen. And unfortunately, that will happen for those that just won't listen. Hear, but don't listen. The function of your ears is a function of your mind. Somebody put that in that private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Sister Brandon put that in there. That was a good one. That was a power. Hearing is a function of your ear. Listening everybody hears when you're sleeping, but you're not listening with a level of attentiveness. Brothers and sisters, we need for you to do the social media, BWE social media. Go ahead and hit those tabs. This is not the what's that, the mannequin challenge. On the other side of this broadcast, touch is passing by you. This is just the opposite. Cast where we got it. You need to interchange often, all the way through. Old fat, and you get closer to the lean and the mean. You work, not as you do nothing. So go ahead and hit those tabs right above my head. You see those, right? That's to like our Facebook page. But then you have share Facebook, share. Hit those and put in their hashtag BW Hangout. We are live. Join us. Put that in Facebook share, Twitter share, whatever else is up there. Do that right now, brothers and sisters. Now, Sister Brandy and I have already given 18 minutes. 18 minutes to give for the rest of the program. Hit those tabs. Hashtag BW Hangout. We are live. Do that right now. Break procrastination is you do it right now. The only time that you have is not tomorrow, is not next week, is not later. The only time that's real is right now. Reality there is right now time, the present time. Share that. We need for you to do that right now, and we need to do that every 3 minutes. Every 3 minutes. We should say every 5 minutes. Upped your game ever since Donald Trump has won the election, then you missing it. You haven't picked up. You too busy and you're being too busy swept away by the tidal wave. The tidal wave of fear. Wave of the unknown. The tidal wave of what's gonna happen. Oh, we're in trouble. Oh Lord. I'm more religious, Sister Brandy, after Trump's election than I've ever seen on social media before. What they've done. If you understand where the power lies, concerned about Donald Trump, focused on Donald Trump, right? You pay attention to him because he's a fly in a room. Or you pay attention to him better than that because he's an elephant in the room. Right? Deal with the elephant in the room. But most people want to ignore the elephant in the room. Go ahead and share it again right now, brothers. It's been 3 minutes. Go ahead and share it right now. Hit those tabs again. This for the last 97 broadcasts, we've been showing you, and we've been giving you weights to lift, opportunity, right? To learn what the mindset is. Besides that, in the skill set of activity. Time like now that's quickly approaching comes paired. You and I will have a mathematical higher probability of success. We have to understand, and we're getting really into this right now, but I'm really trying to get you, because I can see the count of how many viewers. You gotta watch it right now. Share. Share and share and share and share. Share. Share every 2 to 3. Let me tell you something. The A students, the exceptional students, their maximum. They just won't do it. Daryl says to share every 3 minutes. I'm going to share every 2 minutes. I'm going to share every minute because I'm an A student. I believe I'm committed beyond the minimum. The system will only get you the minimum. The minimum. Then in order for you to have more than what you need, you're expecting others to do less than the minimum. Bad probability. Bad circumstance for you to have what you need based on those having less when you do the minimum. Do less than the minimum. That's not wealth. Empowerment. It's just the opposite, brothers and sisters. So share again. Share right now. Hit those tabs. Hashtag BWE Hangout. Hashtag BWE Hangout. We are live. Join us. We are live. Join us. Members that are waiting to come on to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group to be a part of this membership. Sister Brandy is going to welcome them in the next minute or so. Sister Brandy, so get ready. Check out those members. Give you a minute or so to kind of vet them real quick. Crazy on their page, nothing crazy on their photo page. You know what I'm saying? And not in the pictures with guns and all that kind of stuff. For black people, by association, ever since we've been here, by association, and that hasn't changed up to this point. Now they're using social media in the courtrooms to prosecute people based on their association. Right? And we're serious. Allow our own feet. All right, I see that, Sister Brandy. Okay, I thought we had some people in the queue for membership. I might be wrong. Yeah, okay. All right, see, we got work to do, brothers and sisters. We got work to do. We got work to do. We need your help. What we're going to do in the next couple of weeks, comb through our membership on the shoulders. I'm going to start it off. Go through the membership and give everybody a chance to stay on board. And we're going to delete them. We're going to give you 3 messages. We're going to send you 3 messages after the 3rd one, because we'll be able to go through and see the messages. Start deleting. What do they do when you don't show up in college? Take roll a couple of weeks, the first couple of weeks of class. After that, they drop you. Withdraw from the class. To listen and say, okay, first month of school, this person never been here. Right? And allow other students who are trying to get in this class, they can't because it's full. We're going to let them get in. Such is life, brothers and sisters. Life. We're trying to wait to see if our brother is going to get on. All right, brothers and sisters, go to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. We need to hear from you. Everybody that's here, see the way, you know how they call roll in school? Present. This is roll call now. Everybody present. Elusive, exclusive Facebook group. They put your information in. The church, AME, affiliation. You got to be part of a group, brothers and sisters. And if you're part of one and not active, then you need to become active, starting with this one right here. Present. Activity right here. Not tomorrow. Oh, yeah, you're right. So I'm going to get active and I'm going to go to church next Sunday. Next Sunday, if I couldn't do it. See, that you back it, because see, we get into what the old folks say, you get it, you're in a rut. You're stuck in a rut. So you need to get traction where you are so you can get up out of that rut. To get somebody to pull you out of the rut, you got to get somebody to rope or throw a chain and put a chain to the hood of your car and pull you out in the rut. And that's what we serve for each other, brothers and sisters. A rope out of the rut. Right? But you got to do your part. I can't pull you out, or you can't pull me out if I don't want to grab onto the rope. Onto the rope tight enough. Hold, it won't slip out of my hand. And I'm not going to make it harder for you to get some footing myself out of that rut as I hold on to the rope to pull me out of that rut. All right, but that's what we have to understand. The thinking game. Life is a thinking game. Life is a thinking game, brothers and sisters. First, because even if you have the mindset, but you don't know what to do, you can find the right people to help you. Right? Black wealth empowerment. Thinking about your mindset. That's what, sisters. Remember, every 3 minutes, share it. Share it right now. Share it again. You should be taking notes. Go to the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group and you put in your information. So we need to hear from you. This is roll call. This is class. This is what they call informal education. What you're going to do is use what you get from institutional learning to build wealth that way. Ever. You'll never build wealth that way. All right, I see our courage coaches here. Up in the Batmobile. Here we want to hear from our courage coach. Real quick, welcome everybody, courage coach. We're going to say a few things. We're going to swing it over to Sister Brandy so we see what's going on in the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. Then we're going to swing it back over you for the inspirational part. It's time to get inspired, brothers and sisters. This time for hashtag BWE Hangout. We are live. The courage coach is next. Can you hear me loud and clear? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, Brother Daryl. It's got a little choppy because I just walked in, just fired up the laptop. Oh, no, just fired up the laptop and I literally just walked into the hotel room. So praise be to Allah. Welcome. Hey, everybody. I didn't see you all there. I am Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. You are definitely in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing at the right moment with the right folks to be doing it. I am Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach, for a reason. I tell you, Brother Daryl, Sister Brandy, everybody watching, most of us, I can pretty much count on it. In all the research I've done, everybody's life that I've got a chance to touch and be a part of, that most people, including myself, that's where I learned this from, suffer from a severe lack of courage to go after what it is we say we want in our lives. And then also the courage to even approach the areas that we're not, we're ignoring, not paying attention to, the things we're running away from. You have to have the courage to actually go through and grow through those difficult places in order to get to the other side. So that's why you're here in the right place. That's why I'm here to share with you part of my journey, my story, and things I've learned over time. And so thank you, Brother Joe. I'm glad I was able to make it to a praise be to Allah, the Most High, that, you know, the flight, the rental cars, all the rushing around, I was able to get here to be on the broadcast. So thank each and every one of you for joining us. So I'm gonna swing it back over to Sister Brandy right now, and we're gonna keep moving along. And Brother Daryl, I pray to Allah, He put something on my heart and mind to say to the people that will inspire us to really take it to the next level. We'll see what Allah puts on my mind. Right now, I have nothing. I don't know. It's coming though. Praise be to Allah. See y'all in a few moments.
Thank you, Courage Coach. Courage Coach just getting in. Now we're going to swing it over to our Sister Brandy so she can tell us what's happening in the Private Facebook group. All right, this is Brandon. What's going on?
All right, Brother Darrell, Brother Rodney, welcome, Brother Rodney. We're glad that you made it. Praise be to Allah, and also the awesome members. I'm trying to go over here to Facebook and check out what's going on the page. I don't see the activity. Let me double check again. Let me double check again, Brother Darrell, Brother Rodney.
All right, I do see some people viewing, so they're viewing. Maybe they're not instructions to go in the private elusive exclusive Facebook group to enter their information. That's okay.
Nope, not yet.
You run with the willing. All right, let me just see if I can check it out real quick, Sister Brandy, so we can move on. Because you know, this message is so powerful, brothers and sisters. Our job is just to deliver the message to people for who God has put in their heart. This message, they'll show up. About God's job and what He needs to do. That's not for us to worry about. That's His job. Our job is to follow our instructions. To people, call the people, deliver the message. And the beautiful thing about this social media platform, we got people watching. You meet the people, them as a courage to go where you want them to go. Right? Everybody in life had dreams, right? Had aspirations or still have aspirations. If it's past tense or it's very, very weak, it's buried in doubt. Right? It's buried in hopelessness. That means there's a whole lot of doubt and hopelessness that's been piled on you. I haven't developed the strength to shake it off, to ward it off, to push it back, to rebuke it. Piles up. But brothers and sisters, we're talking about tonight how to prosper in spite. You know, we're not talking about how to survive, right? I did one of those broadcasts last week, how to survive. Here on this private, elusive, exclusive group right here, we got right here. This right here. We want to talk about prospering. Right? When you come out of fear, survival. Prosper. But see, if you're here at BWE, first time, if you've been here, or if this is your first time, assume that if God brought you this far, right, then He plucked you out of the masses of the people. Specific message. Closer. Right? More engaged. Get your activity level up. Black Wealth Empowerment Live is here. That we need as Black people, for you, your family, our community, in the area of personal power and actual power. That's why we have the Courage Coach. That's why he comes up first. For him. Not money, not family, not anything. God, you lead with the Spirit. Unseen, you lead with the intangible. With the inspirational part, because you got to be motivated, you got to be inspired. The energy level, the activity frequency has to be raised up. This is raised up. Being raised up, right? By putting God as your focus, by the word of God, which is truth. That raises up the frequency. Courage Coach here. That's why he comes on. Hands, right? That has been given to him. That's his commission. that he has to do this because, listen, the courage. They have to be inspired. And the best form of inspiration. So without further ado, because, these kind of subjects, full of the Holy Ghost, and he'll go and I'll let him go. Right? I'll come back later. To you, brothers, and introduce to some and just share with you a brother that's been around a long time, passed many, many years ago. My purpose and just living this life. Not talking about it, but being about it. Now in another city, helping other people. Comes to you. Uses all the mediums that he can. You're here. Before he gets started, hashtag, get it out. Coach and I have been talking, and we're going to do it, because see, talk. We're going to do it. We're going to set several levels. Get through level number 3, then you'll get the access to. You'll get the access to this kind of information that we're sharing with you. Because see, black folks are too fearful. I'm listening to Al Sharpton today, too fearful. Fear. But tonight we're going to talk about how can you and I prosper in spite of Donald Trump. And to bring us the inspirational part of this program, because we only have 20 some odd minutes left. Muhammad, your courage.
All right, Brother Daryl, thank you. Thank each and every one of you for joining us. I am Rodney Assad Muhammad again, your courage coach. Now, yes, I am in Anaheim, California right now. Right next door is Disneyland and a bunch of other things all around the surrounding area. If you've ever been to this area, there's a lot going on in this area. Brother Daryl, this topic, and every one of you joining us, this topic, this conversation, dialogue is very powerful. And I want you to just for a moment, I want you to think about a time when you were at your peak moment, your most powerful moment, a moment where you felt like you were on top of the world, that nothing couldn't stop you. I mean, that moment when you felt like, man, I'm hitting on all cylinders right now. If I was a gambling person, I played the lotto, I'd probably win right now. That feeling that came up on you, right? You felt like you were really in the zone, right? And that moment right there. And I want you to try to see if you can elicit that feeling anytime you want. See, if you get to a point in your life, I can get to a point in my life where I can call up a feeling of greatness, of power, of excitement, right? Of joy, of unstoppable, beingness. I'm telling you, when you get in those down moments, you want to be able to call that right up, like one of our student ministers, Brother Tony, say, put something in your sin savings alone, right? That way, when you need to make a withdrawal, you can make a withdrawal when you need to, right? And so same kind of thing in terms of our attitude and whatnot. But here's what I want to do. Brother Daryl had a very powerful topic. He says how to prosper in spite of Donald Trump. Now I'm going to flip that around, Brother Daryl. I'm going to say it in a more lengthy way. And the reason, Brother Daryl did it in a very succinct way. And that's what you do with language. You want to tighten it up and make it more succinct. But the same language, but more fluid, more extracted and expanded would be this: how to be financially successful without being affected by Donald Trump. I'm gonna say it again: how to be financially successful without being affected by Donald Trump. It's the same thing as how to prosper in spite of Donald Trump. Well, let me read a few things to you before we get to the major part of what I want to say. In Jeremiah 29:11, I'm going to read this. I want to read this because it just came to me by the grace and permission of Allah. Jeremiah 29:11, right? It says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Now let me swing it back. I'm gonna go to Genesis 39:2. I hope y'all writing these down. Genesis 39:2. The Lord was with Joseph so that he prospered, and he lived in the house of his Egyptian master and prospered at the same time. That's kind of dope. Wait, but let's go back. Let's swing it back the other way now and go to Proverbs 11 and 25. It says, a generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Now, brothers and sisters, here's what I wanted to say to us. And I pray this inspires somebody to take it to another level. Right now, we're about to start what they would call a new year, right? A new year. This is your opportunity right now to transform some things. I want each and every person that's watching us right now to really do some serious research and study on incorporating. You need to incorporate. You must incorporate and set your business structure up properly so you can get all the benefits of the new administration, right? When the Republicans are in charge, this is a time for businesses to grow and develop, and for the individual to take a L if you don't understand how to take advantage of the freedom that a Republican House is going to give you, right? I'm telling you, it's going to be wide open to really expand and grow and develop. Now, some people say, oh, Donald Trump's going to roll back. Yeah, he's going to roll back handouts. If you sitting on the side of the corner waiting for handouts, then yeah, you probably upset in your feelings about that, right? Because you want the government to take care of you. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I don't get it, but I got it. Right. And so if you're not the kind of person that you're looking for a mystery God to give you bread, to bring you bread, to feed you, to clothe you, to house you, to have you do for self, then this is a perfect time right now to strike right now while the iron is hot. Now, what am I saying, Brother Rodney? I'm telling you right now that you got to get excited about the business opportunities that are going to be coming forward. This is the time for us to grow our individual business, the time to strike out and do for self. This man is serious about those. He likes to do business with those. He respects those people who are self-made. I'll put that in quotes, who are willing to go out there and go after it and make it happen. You say, well, he didn't go after it. His daddy gave him some money, but he had to keep it. Hello, somebody. Yeah, you can talk slick about the man. Your daddy gave him the money. He didn't start off with nothing. That's fine. He didn't have to. If your daddy was smart, my daddy was smart, you probably wouldn't start off with nothing either. But it is what it is. And I'll tell you one thing. I guess if you inherited broke, you stay broke, right? And if you inherit money, you keep money. That's actually not how it always works. Some people start off broke and end up with a whole bunch of money. Some people have a whole bunch of money and end up dead broke. So it ain't no rules to this game outside of the rules of effective behavior, attitude, and action. So, brothers and sisters, I want you to get serious. I want you to get fired up. That right now, don't be down in the doldrums and feel like, oh, Donald Trump. You should be excited because now is a time of unlimited progress if I decide to take the necessary steps to set ourselves up as a business entity so we can take advantage of the programs and procedures and things that will be happening in this country and throughout the world. And I'll leave you with this one last little point. I probably said it before on a broadcast, Brother Daryl. One of my good friends and mentors, Jerry Clark, said to me when I first started to do my business and set my stuff up, Jerry said this to me. He said, Rodney, here's something I want to give you, man. He said, own nothing and control everything. He said, that's a wealth strategy that every wealthy person uses, to own nothing but control everything. That's why you want to incorporate so you can own nothing. I have nothing. I take a little small salary just to keep my life going, but everything else, the cars, the house, everything belongs to the company. That way, if you get sued, something happens, it's not you that's taking the loss, the company. That's why you can flip it, have a new company, divest some stuff, and keep spinning. So you can be mad with a Donald Trump because he filed for bankruptcy all these times. That's a strategy that's used. Get out of your feelings, brothers and sisters. This is a powerful time to live in if we decide to take action and advantage. But you got to be courageous to do this. All right. So that's my inspirational. I pray it inspires somebody to want to do something different and stop complaining about what somebody else already has, what somebody's done, and what you ain't got. Now it's your time to spin it around so you can talk about here's what I did. And you can do it too. So you want to be charitable. So keep those scriptures in mind. I'm going to post them in the Facebook group right now. So if you're not a part of the Facebook group, you want to definitely request membership. Thank you all for watching. I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. Remember, no matter what else you do in life, you must always remember to cultivate the courage to roar. Peace. Brother Daryl, back to you, sir.
All right, all right. Thank you very much, Courage Coach. Brothers and sisters, that was powerful. Powerful. He gave you scriptures, and he told you how you can be living in the house and be prosperous. Time it is now. I mean, see, time to share this stream. share it one more time before we close out. See, you got to understand what's going on here. And what's going on here. Don't go away. Right? They don't go away. They just go to somebody else. They just leave you. We're not responding properly to opportunity. Thing of value, warrants some kind of response. Warrants some kind of response. What the Courage Coach shared with you right now, a few minutes ago, brothers and sisters, that's powerful. You should share that. Hit those tabs right now and just say, you missing it. Tag. Just say, man, you missing it. But they can hit it at any time and watch the entire broadcast, brothers and sisters. Courage Coach, to show you. See, this is what he does. That man speaks in brevity, meaning he doesn't have to say a lot of words, but it's so weighty, it's so heavy. On the few words for volumes and volumes. That's what you just heard. That's what you just experienced, brothers and sisters. If we're not responding at all, that has to take place. And there's heavy lifting that you have to do. We're talking about how to prosper. Brothers and sisters, in your thinking. You got to prosper in your mind. You have to think large. Prosper means to have an abundance. Larger than whatever's trying to confine your thinking. Confines you. Attracts you. It makes you be hesitant and apprehensive. Move with hesitancy. There's fear there. There's fear stopping you. But since we got to think prosperous, we got to have a plan of action. We got to be thinking. Now is the time to think. To put our minds on the situation. You're looking. I need to prosper. I need to increase. I need to think larger than what I'm thinking. I have to think. I got to stretch more. What can I do better? How can I work more effectively, more efficiently? How can I get more out of? See, same thing here, but if you're not trying to get more out of, you need to put in more so you can get out more. That you have to understand. These are philosophies of law. Of law that's going to help us prosper during the Donald Trump. You and I got, first of all, here's step number one I want to give you, then we can close out. Number one, brothers and sisters, we got to mind our own business. How about that? Stop trying to trying to establish democracy all around the world that's costing trillion and trillion and trillion of dollars. Your own business. You, your family, our community. Stop right there. If every community will be better off. And that's what the Courage Coach is telling you. If you dependent on the American government, the tolls of America to take care of you, you're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna be in trouble, brothers. You're just gonna go from one fear to another fear. You go from the fear of the unknown to the fear of the known. Real to you. Right? Let me just share with you real quick as part of my message. Right here, brothers and sisters. Trump's New Deal for Black America. Trump.com, and you find it. Stream this week covering these points. A narrative commentary to it. He has a plan, brothers and sisters. We actually last week, what's your plan? For you and I need to have a new plan of the United States, Black America. That's what we have to do. Know what his intentions are. Right? So get your own house, mind your own business, brothers and sisters. You know, just don't get to, if you spend more than watching and looking at other people and you're looking at what other people are doing and minding other folks' business and over here and over there, and with your family, planning, then you're not going to prosper. You're going to be focusing on surviving. On surviving and miss. There's nothing guaranteed in life. Surviving, you miss. Shame. Not just on you. And everybody that you affect. It may not depend on you, but when they see us fail, the air out of the balloon, they be, man, he lost his house, what? Damn, really? Does something to us, to our families, brothers and sisters. How to prosper in spite of Donald Trump. We got to mind our own business. And what is our own business? Family, our community. That's it. That's it. Do what's in the best interest of yourself, your family, and your community. Those should contradict each other. If they do, then something's wrong. In your self-interest is not good for your family, not good for your community, then really it's not good for you. It's not good for you, brothers and sisters. How to prosper in spite of Donald Trump. Mind your own business, right? Get your finances in order. Number 2, get your finances in order. You have no choice. We've been negligent so long because that's taboo. Nationality, sit down with our parents. Sit down and say, son, daughter, this is what mom and daddy done. This is what we have in the family. Keep this in the family. Don't ever lose this. This is what my parents done for me to make sure that we had money to buy the houses and had money to start businesses. And this is what I'm doing for you. You have to go to school. You have to become successful. You have to, keep your nose clean. You have to, not to get a job. You have to, because we have to move this family legacy. We have to do something that we control. Everybody say you got to get your finances in. That's all areas. Always on the front end. Get money, get money, get money, get money, get money, get money. Credit. Expenses. Right? Income. What else? Income. How to make more with less effort. Finances. Getting your house, your financial house in order is everything that affects your money. Everything that your money touches. You look at your insurance, you look at your car note, you look at your cell phone bill, you call the cable company up again. Special. You just called them last month, but you call them again. That your money touches. You got to be about your financial business now more than ever before. System to track and monitor. Here that I'm gonna release at the end of the year that you guys can buy. You need to set up a system. Software, it can just be old school spiral notepad and a pencil to monitor your expenses. You know to do it. You and I know that we haven't done it. Right? To do it. You have to do it, brothers and sisters. If not, just know nothing to do with Donald Trump. It has everything to do with you and I. To what we need to do. as a good steward given us in a way of finance, of the ability to earn an income. All right, it's a new day, brothers and sisters. God is just using Donald Trump to celebrate the ushering in of his kingdom. In God's kingdom around here with our resources of all, being frivolous with your time, being frivolous with your intelligence, being frivolous with your money, being frivolous with your spirit. In God's universe, he wastes nothing. It's going to be justify our existence here. Let our existence, and then we'll become useful in our death. Prosper in spite of Donald Trump. Business, which is you, your family, and our community. Let's just work on it. Don't worry about the March of Dimes. Don't worry about St. Jude. Them. Don't worry about none of those people. Worry about us. Just for us. Now here, if you look at this plan that Donald Trump put together, point, and only I think about 3 or 4 of them are specifically for black people, that he specifically is geared towards us. Peter, brothers, you got to know what's coming. What's coming, brothers and sisters? What sailor doesn't keep up? What sailor does that? A stupid sailor that's going to lose his life one day. All right, how to prosper Donald Trump, right? Mind your own business. Number 2, brothers and sisters, stop wanting more money. I guarantee you, steward of what you have and be committed, because you can't trick God. You ain't gonna do it for a day and talk about, wait, I'm looking for more money now. But you're gonna be a better steward. You're gonna track it. Relationship with your money. Relationships. You're gonna have a good relationship with your money. You're gonna pay attention to it. You're gonna attend to it. You watch your child. Don't care about that child. They're not watching that child. They're too busy in the house watching TV. Too busy somewhere on the phone. Too busy doing something else other than what they should be doing, watching their child. Money is like a child. It'll get away from you. Attention is. Children want attention. You give it attention, brothers and sisters, and be committed to that. Other reason, then that's the right thing to do. I'm showing God that I'm a good steward. I'm striving to become a good steward. He'll give us what we need to prosper. Trump. Our unity, brothers and sisters, is the only thing to prosper in spite of Donald Trump, because he's uniting his forces and our forces. It's our unity that's going to do it. Nothing else. Don't unite, brothers and sisters. We'll be stuck trying to survive because you're trying to do it all yourself. That's why you have to get on these broadcasts. You have to share. You have to network. The private, exclusive Facebook group and network. You'll find people in our group that you won't find in any other group. Here, because you'll realize, right, brothers and sisters? So that's how you prosper. That you have to add meat to what Brother Rotten shared. You have to add meat to what I shared with you. We can for you. We can give you an instruction manual. How to's, but you got to add the sweat to it. All right, let's roll over to Sister Brandy. Sister Brandy, the Facebook. Let us know. If not, then just tonight and share any insight you have about, because Sister Brandy been prospering. You missed the Courage Coach. She gave us a little testimony. Sister Brandy, I don't know why you didn't go longer. You saw the Courage Coach wasn't here. That was your chance to, you know what I'm saying, off the mic stand and walk and pace back and forth and give your testimony about you know, and expound on it. All the things Sister Brandy, she's not waiting for Donald Trump to get in office. She's
That's
been
right. That's
implementing
right.
and putting together these nuggets. It's showing up on her front door. Close out with final comments, Sister Brandy.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Brother Darren, Brother Rodney. We appreciate you, Black Wealth Empowerment members. It has been another hot hour of power. I'm telling you, if you don't have no nuggets written down, maybe you need to watch the replay. But let's say thank you to the replay viewers as well, because we appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time out. I know it's just an hour, but an hour of intense information. So definitely take the time out to revisit, study, and learn. Ask questions. If you have questions, Brother Rodney, Brother Darrell, we are available. Find us on Facebook. You know, you can find Brother Darrell every weekday, I believe, at 12 noon. It's my time. It might be 11 o'clock his time, but he's always on. So find him. Brother Rodney, check him out on Instagram, on Facebook, somewhere. You can find us everywhere. Questions. Let's get involved, family. I'm telling you, it's only going up, as Brother Darren, Brother Rodney has said. But praise be to Allah. Thank you for my testimony. I'm telling you, because of everything that we've been doing with Black Wealth Empowerment, my family, I don't have time to wait. I'm not going to go through the whole lecture of information and testimony again, but it's nothing but God. And I just keep trying him. That's all that, you know, in church it says, keep trying God, see how much he gives to you. That's not really the actual words, but you understand my point. The message is, keep trying him. He will listen. He will make sure he takes care of you every time. May God, Allah, continue to bless each and every one of you. God, next week, we will see you then. Brother Rodney, I'm going to send it over to you. Take yourself off mute, Brother Rodney.
Yeah, I had to switch over to the right area. Thank you, Sister Brad. Thank you, Brother Darrell. Thank you, you know, the listeners, the audience who are watching. We couldn't do it without you all. I mean, we could, but I mean, why do it then if nobody's there to actually get the information, to take it in, to have the opportunity to make the adjustments? And so that's why we're here. That's why we do it. And I want to leave you all with this just a little tidbit of something, you know. Tonight, and I've asked you all to do this before in some other ways. Tonight, I want you to decide as we close out this year. This year is over. Just go ahead and wrap this one up, right? But as we get ready to close out this year, I want you to get serious about what your next step is, your next move. Like right now, while we're still in the closing of November, I want you to really decide, is this the time you want to turn it up, take it to a new level? I see some people on Facebook that are in the exact same position they were last year when we said we need you to start to turn it up, do some new things, take it in a new direction. Sister Brandy's now one of them. Sister Brandy took it to a whole nother level in her life because she got to a place where she had to, though. And so sometimes life will be thrust upon you, or sometimes you can thrust life upon yourself and make the decision to do something different. But you don't want life to happen to you, right? You want to be a part of life and live it, enjoy it, engage it, but don't let life happen to you, brothers and sisters, because I'll tell you something about not being in motion, right? Not being in motion on a planet that is spinning, that it will ultimately spin you off. If you on something that's spinning and you stop and that thing's still going, you're going to get spent off. And that's just how it works. So we want to make sure we inspire you in some way. Hopefully, inshallah, we said something that caused you to want to at least spin in a different direction mentally, and you'll take some different steps in your life. I want to see some newness in your life. I want to see you doing something totally new, revolutionary, mind-blowing, like, oh my goodness, I didn't know you was going to go that far with that right there. So that way, when the year swings around, you can say, all praise due to Allah, BWE family. I'll start off here. Look where I am now. Praise be to Allah. It's a beautiful thing. And it's all because I heard something that caused my mind to spin in a different direction. So thank you, Brother Dale. Thank you, Sister Brandy, for being here with me. And thank you, listener. I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. Cultivate the courage to roar. Brother Dale, swing it over to you, sir.
All right. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Thank you, Brother Rodney Assad Muhammad. This concludes another broadcast of Black Wealth Empowerment Live, the Hour of Power. This concludes number 97. Next time you see us, we'll be at 98. Go away from 100. Brothers and sisters, be looking to hear from us. You'll be looking to hear from us. Cabinet, like Donald Trump putting together a cabinet. And that's what we're doing. We're putting together a team. When we roll into past 100, and by the time Donald Trump get in office, we already have our cabinet together, going through our membership, finding out who's serious, who's ready to do this thing, who's willing to unite and pool our resources and make this thing happen, and who's not. Broadcast number 98, and as always, we'll see you at the top, because you, your family, Black community, very best. Until next time,